Bitcoin got rejected here on the 50 moving average again to the downside. Also on the 4-hourly chart, we're moving into our price levels of $108,000, but there are some charts we definitely also have to talk about, and this are the liquidations. A lot of liquidity is building up here at around $117,000. So the direction for Bitcoin should be very clear. We will also talk quickly about Ethereum, and I also open a new trade here on Solana. So definitely stick around and let's directly start here with Bitcoin, because on the liquidation we see very clearly there is not much more liquidity to the downside. We came yesterday down below at over the night to $108,000. This was exactly the level we mentioned many times before in this falling wedge. We are talking about here kind of like this range about it, so that there is a possibility that we came back down to $108,000. We came quite close there. Even also trading here now around $110,000. The support what we're finding here right now is now coming here from this support area here down below there. So at least if we are able to hold this level here down below, it should be also fine. We can also adjust maybe like a little bit our falling wedge here in this kind of level, and hopefully we found now here our turning point to get here the breakout into higher levels. So next big support level or big resistance level what we are seeing here at Bitcoin should be here around $112,000. So this is also a very crucial level. We definitely have to go there, because when we're going then to the 50-minute chart, we see here we got a few minutes ago rejected also from the 50 moving average to the downside again, which could be like the reason that we see maybe we one more move here to the downside, because we came here from downwards move, getting rejected here on the 50 moving average again, move to the downside, get again the 50 moving average the rejection, and we could potentially go here even lower to 108 to $106,000, finding hopefully their support and then see the move back to the upside. So if the 50 moving average is not climbed here in the next couple of minutes, in the next couple of hours here to be flipped to the upside. Even when we're going here to the 1-hourly chart, we see it super clearly also here on the 1-hourly chart. The 50 moving average is here trading around $112,000. Exactly this level what we're talking here about on the 4-hourly chart. This would be like the next resistance area coming in. So at least today we definitely have to find here some more support. If we are able to reclaim the 50 moving average here at $112,000 to the upside, expect here kind of like a move into higher directions, because also on the liquidations we can see super clearly on the weekly chart there is much more liquidity sitting only to the upside. Even if we only go to the 24-hourly chart, we see that there's some liquidity left here around $108,000, but you can see there is not much more liquidity to the downside. The liquidity is stacked here to the upside. The big one around $114,000, $112,000. The direction for Bitcoin should be here very clear if we are able to hold here the EMA. But as long we are not able to hold here this EMA ribbon here about $112,000 and are not able to flip this to the upside, we should expect here the move here into lower levels to go a little bit more sideways before we see here the flip of the 50 moving average. But as soon we're getting the flip of the 50 moving average, we could potentially also get in a new long position. But for this, definitely wait here until we're able to flip the 50 moving average. So something like this here, we want to see that we are getting rejected and then push through the 50 moving average to get in the candle like this. We're trying to flip the EMA to the upside, but it was not possible, and we saw a massive move here to the downside, even trading a little bit lower right now. So at least we definitely have to wait to find here a little bit more support. When we go then to the daily chart, also here on the daily chart, we see it's super clear that the 50 moving average is here in top of us. So at least if you're also not able on the daily chart to flipping the 50 moving average to the upside, expect here like a more consolidation or like a move here a little bit more to the downside. Next big support area what came in here is the 200 moving average, trading right now at $105,000. I expect here in the next couple of days the 200 moving average is here around $108,000 and would potentially give us a next support level over here before we see here then the move here into higher levels. But as soon we are breaking here on top of our 50 moving average around $114,000, we could potentially also get here in new long positions. So where you can enter a new long position, definitely if like a swing position, you can enter the position right now in kind of like this range here in around 107,000 to 110,000 US dollars. This is a good range to open a swing position. I open all my swing positions here on Bitfinex. So just go in the video description, there you'll find a link also to Bitfinex. Later I will also show you another trade I opened still there. But why I would open now a new swing position? Because when we're going now in the ETF inflow data, we see in the last couple of weeks a lot of outflow in the ETFs. And now yesterday it was the first day after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after 6 days. Outflows we saw now yesterday, inflow data coming here in the Bitcoin ETF. So this makes me super bullish also here for the next potential move for Bitcoin. Even also, as you saw already, liquidations are stacked into the upside. So there's nothing wrong to build here a swing position to the upside. If you're looking for a scalp position, wait definitely here for flipping the EMA or the 15 moving average here to the upside. As soon we're getting then the proper retest, then you can enter in a new scalp position, scalp this trade all the way up to the 200 moving average here in around 112,000 US dollars. And at least if you're reaching this kind of range, expect here something more like a little bit more rejection or a sideways move on Bitcoin before we see here moving into higher prices. When we came down now here to Ethereum, we are also trading here right now in our buy zone. So this is also a very good opportunity to open here a new long swing position. But keep in mind, we could potentially go on Ethereum a little bit more lower here, as we saw here this massive vector candle on Friday, that we could potentially also fill this vector candle here to the downside. So there's some dollars left here. So potentially there will be more move to the downside before we see also on Ethereum the next move to the upside. I expect also here Ethereum will performing a little bit more better than Bitcoin, because as you can see, as Bitcoin was falling here like crazy to the downside, Ethereum making a new all-time high. So this is what makes me a little bit more bullish here. Let's have also a quick look on the liquidations on Ethereum. In the 1 weekly chart for the liquidations, we also see a lot of liquidity is here killed to the downside, so there's not much big liquidity left, only here at 4,200 US dollars. This is definitely a area you should keep in mind. So open there a new long position. This is exactly the area we are starting the massive move here on Friday to the upside. So at least expect here a move on Ethereum a little bit lower to 4,300 to 4,200 to get in a better position, so we can adjust also our trade here. If you are not in this trade, you can just adjust a little bit to the lower side. If you are still in the Ethereum position right now, you should be like kind of break even, so nothing to be worried about it. So just keep the position running and trade this into the next all-time high. My price target was 5,000 US dollars. Sadly, I don't get catched here in this position because the all-time high was on 4,950 US dollars. So kind of a few dollars left to get my position filled. And then we saw here this move here to the downside. So I got stopped out on break even. I took some profits all the way up here, but then I was stopped out on break even. I'm looking now in the next long position. My next long position will be definitely here, kind of like this area as we're trading here right now. We can also adjust this little bit more to the downside, as I told you, waiting for the fill of this vector candle down below here before we see here the move here in Ethereum to the upside. But I also opened a new long position, and this is on Solana. This Solana trade is more like a little bit more risky one, but I saw here on the 50-minute chart we are kind of see our supported area here down below at this 187 US dollars. So as long as we are holding this kind of range, we should potentially see here a move here, flipping the 50 moving average to the upside and then getting into higher prices. Price target for my trade is here 195 US dollars, so kind of like this range. I want to trade here this move here to the upside. But also on Solana, keep one thing in mind, this is also in the hands with Bitcoin. So we came here from a bearish move to the downside, saw some consolidation here. Now finding here resistance on the 50 moving average. If we are not able to break this 50 moving average to the upside here into higher levels, finding then support here and getting here in direction of the 200 moving average. Expect here also by breaking this resistance line to the downside, the move back into lower levels in kind of like 180 US dollars, kind of like the 50 moving average on the daily side. It's 100 79 US dollars. So if you are breaking here to the downside, expect here also like following moves also there. Stop loss I keep here in kind of this range here. I will also mark out the trade. I'm kind of like on break even right now. Yeah, kind of a little bit in profit right now. So this is exactly my entry price here. Stop loss I would keep here in kind of like 185, 83 US dollars. So kind of like in this range here. A little bit more room, so we'll not get stopped out if we're getting here into this VIX. But if we are breaking here to the downside and with a proper retest, expect here move into lower levels. Price target, as I told you, would be here the 200 moving average around 196 US dollars, which gave us a ratio of 1 to 3. It's absolutely fine for this trade here. It's more like a scalp short form trade. I will also keep you updated here on this trade in my Telegram channel. So if you're not part in the Telegram channel, just go in the video description. You'll find the link down below there. And if you also want to take these trades here with us together, just go in the video description. I take all my trades here on Bitfinex. So we're kind of here now a little bit in profit here on Solana. As you can see, it's a 3x position, so a little bit lower leverage. If you are getting here into lower levels, I will stop out here, but I can also make here a little bit more profits if we are getting here now the move back to the upside. This is also exactly what I'm expecting here right now on Solana, because even also when we're going here on the 1 hourly chart, 2 vector candles also here. And as you know, one of the time the vector candles will definitely get filled. And we have also this resistance line getting here now finally broken here to the upside. So I expect also here, if we are finding now here support, getting a proper retest here to the upside as it's seen here right now, we could potentially also see the move here on Solana, even in the higher prices in the next 200 US dollar level area. But for this, mainly the 50 moving average mainly needs to be breaking here on the 1 hourly chart. And all the altcoins also depends on the performance on Bitcoin. So definitely keep an eye on, especially on the US marketing open. I think I will also do a stream. And if you also want to be part of the live stream, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video. And if you also want to position yourself to make your trading account ready for the live stream later, because there we will definitely also do some live trades if we are getting in nice entries, just go there in the video description. There, find a link directly to Bitfinex. Make your account right now there, get your deposit bonus, and then we see you later on the trading session in the live stream.